Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good afternoon. I think we're into afternoon. Yeah, we're into afternoon. It's 12:30 here in Park River at North Star Co-op Field. John Michael with you here with the call of game number 2 of 4 here at yourliveevent.com. It's another elimination bracket game, and this time it's going to feature Renville County going up against Washburn. And Renville County losing a close one to Lemoore yesterday, and Washburn losing 12-0 against Park River in the final game of the day yesterday. Time now for Bracket Breakdown. Your Bracket Breakdown brought to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. In the early game today, first game of the day, game that you had just tuned in, Langdon wins and advances in the elimination bracket. They win 12-2 in 6 innings over Candu. So Candu is done for the tournament. Langdon will take on the loser of the late game tonight, Park River and Lemoore. So Langdon will play the first game coming up tomorrow. Again, it's Renville County going up against Washburn here in a game happening shortly. In the afternoon bracket, in the winner's bracket, Thompson will go up against Lytton Ashley Wishick, who defeated Candu in the second game yesterday. It'll be Thompson and LAW in the first game. Second game in the elimination bracket, final game of the day, we'll have Lemoore going up against Park River. That is your Bracket Breakdown. Bracket Breakdown brought to you by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Your pregame interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, on the way next at yourliveevent.com.
Telephone and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
All right, welcome back on the pregame show, the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews, as Renville County is in a second loser out game here of the North Dakota Class B Legion State Tournament. Talking with Coach Bart Savicol. Coach, talk about the game against Lemoore. Back and forth game, but they just got you in the end there, right?
Yeah, great game. We just, they were home team and they closed it out on us. We gave it everything we had there. We played one of our cleanest games of the year. It was a real fast, efficient game. No errors on either side. Both pitchers pounded the zone. It was a great game of baseball. Just came up a little bit short.
What was the message to the boys afterwards and kind of, going into today's game now?
Message right after the game was wipe it off. Got to have a short memory in baseball, and we don't want to have 2 in the barbecue. We got to come right here and play our best game of the year today.
Yeah, and your opponent today, what do you know about them, and what is some of the things that might cause you guys fits?
Just kind of know they have an older, stronger team. Haven't really seen them up close against other competition, but I just know they're a veteran team and they got a couple really good arms.
Speaking of pitching, talk about your starting pitcher and what you're expecting there.
Yep, today we got to go with our one, Drayson Johnson. Expect him to have a great performance. He's been a leader for us. He's a good arm, and we need him to pull out a victory today.
Coach, thanks. Appreciate it here. Best of luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right. It's Renville County head coach Bart Savicol. It's the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview at yourliveevent.com.
Legion Post 147 welcomes you to Park River. Meet you at the Legion. There's daily meat specials at the American Legion Post 147 throughout the tournament. You'll enjoy the live tournament coverage, great food, air conditioning, cold drinks at American Legion Post 147 Park River. Meet you at the Legion. Good luck, teams, from the American Legion Post 147, and welcome to the Park River American Legion Post.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back at yourliveevent.com. It's continuing here in our pregame show at Dakota Heritage Bank. Pregame interview, talking with Brandon Page with Washburn and the loser out round here against Renville County. And Coach, talk about the game against Park River, disappointing loss. So what was the message to the boys afterwards?
This season's not over. This isn't high school ball. One loss doesn't mean you can't still win state, right? So you work our way through, win a lot of games, but it's still possible.
First time up, I think they made a couple of defensive plays. I think they threw a runner out at third, and then you guys had a runner picked off at second. A throw down from the catcher. How does that? How did you get keep the boys on an even keel and keep them moving forward? Because that a couple of big plays defensively for them.
Yeah, first off, they're a very solid defensive team. The fundamentals are amazing. You can tell they're very well coached. I think just keeping our guys up. It's baseball, right? Stuff's going to happen. Forget about the past. Let's move on. What are you going to do the next time the ball's hit to you? Next time you're in at the plate? What are you going to do to overcome that stuff that happened earlier in the game?
I think your starting pitcher really weathered that, and then things just kind of got away here, toward the tail end of the game.
Yeah, like I said, they're a great team overall, offensively, defensively. They had a lot of great hits up the middle multiple times. Jack did a great job sticking with it. I don't think we gave up maybe one extra base hit, a lot of singles, a lot of stuff on our part, not cutting down or keeping forces. But Jack did a great job, and he's still a key reason we're here.
Speaking of pitching, Coach, who do you go with today, and what are you kind of expecting now?
Yeah, we're sticking with the Ritter ass. We got Jack's cousin Alex. He's throwing for us. Al's another great pitcher. He's probably our number 2. So expect hopefully we're throwing a lot of strikes, balls in play. We're knocking balls down, making plays.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Best of luck here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, it's Washburn head coach Brandon Page here at yourliveevent.com. It's the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview.
Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Park River is a friendly community surrounded by some of the best agricultural land in the world. Lush fields of potatoes, sugar beets, small grains, edible beans, sunflowers, canola, corn, and soybeans are visible for many miles. Park River is proud of its agricultural-based heritage and the many businesses supporting the industry. Health and technology-based businesses are also prominent in Park River. cityofparkriver.com. Welcome to Park River, North Dakota.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here in the Park River Dental broadcast booth here at the North Dakota Class B State Legion Baseball Tournament. Game number 2, second elimination game here of the day. It's going to be Renville County Post 213 going up against Washburn. Washburn Post number 12. We've got the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups on the way, and we'll get through those as right now Washburn is taking their infield and getting warmed up as far as that goes. Of course, they're going to try and bounce back after that 12-0 defeat at the hands of Park River. And a great game between Renville County and Lemoore yesterday. And you'll hear from the Lemoore team against Thompson in our next game a little bit later on this afternoon. Again, that'll be our third game of the day here at yourliveevent.com. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, great products, quality products. Grow our own crystalsugar.com. And we take a look at the lineup for Renville County. And leading off and playing third base will be Kellen Henry. Batting second and playing shortstop will be Will Arts. Hunter Tolstead will play first and bat third. Drayson Johnson and Bart Sapicol says that's the ace. That's the guy that's been doing the job for the for Renville County. He'll bat fourth, batting fifth, playing second base is Aiden Durr. Batting next is going to be Brody Nordmark. He'll be doing the catching. Your outfield is going to be your final 3 slots. It'll be Eli Undlin in center. He'll bat seventh, batting eighth. Gavin Horn, he'll play right, and Chris Papard will play in left, and he will bat ninth. So it's Henry, Arntz, along with Tolstead, Johnson, Durr, Nordmark, Unlin, Horn, and Papard. That is your batting order for Renville County Post 213. For Washburn, the team that's going to be in the visiting dugout and wearing their black uniforms once again, trimmed in red. Leading it off and batting first and playing shortstop is going to be Hunter Wolf. Batting second and playing first base will be Charlie Sanis. Jack Rederath, who's a starting pitcher yesterday, playing center field to start out today. He'll bat third. Alex Rederath, he'll be the starting pitcher for post number 12. He'll bat fourth. Batting fifth is Ethan Rederath. He'll do the catching. Batting sixth is Jonah Miller. He'll play third. Batting seventh is Colton Beecher. He'll play right field. The DH, Hunter Hoffman, will bat. Beecher will bat seventh. Hunter Hoffman will bat eighth. And Hudson Wolf will play left field and bat ninth. So your lineups for your lineup once again for Washburn, it's Hunter Wolf, Charlie Sanis, Jack Rederath, Alex Rederath, Ethan Rederath, and Jonah Miller, Colton Beecher, Hunter Hoffman, and Hudson Wolf. Again, Hoffman is going to be DHing for the second baseman, River Chelstrup, here in the contest. That is your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Again, live the sweet life. crystalsugar.com. Great careers, quality products, grower owned American Crystal Sugar, as they have sponsored the starting lineups here at yourliveevent.com. And we'll take another break. We'll come back with the first pitch of this afternoon's game. Game 2 between Washburn and Renville County at yourliveevent.com.
Washburn Local Radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
The City of Park River and Park River American Legion Post 147 welcome you to Park River for the state tournament. Enjoy the games. Enjoy the fellowship and friendship. Enjoy the community. Visit the parks and area businesses. The Park River businesses and community welcomes you to Park River. Let's have some fun and play ball in Park River.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field. About ready to get game number 2 of the day going here, as it's an elimination game here in the elimination bracket of the State Class B Legion Baseball Tournament. In North Dakota, it's going to be Renville County post 213, and Washburn post number 12, as the winner survives and advances, as they would survive and advance to tomorrow, and they would play in the they play tomorrow in game number 10, and they would play the loser of the Thompson and LAW game. That's going to be the third game of the day, and that's who the winner of this game gets. The loser, well, their season is going to be done, and they will go 2-0 here in the state tournament. Again, Renville County, as decided by a coin flip, will be the home team on the scoreboard. The Renville County Muskrats, clad in whites with the dark blue trim, and the Washburn post number 12 in their black uniforms trimmed in red with the black caps. As we will get the go through the code of sportsmanship, and we'll get ready for the start of today's game.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
At Park River Dental, with offices in Park River and Langdon, doctors Nick Beneda and Brian Larson are excited to give you the smile you deserve. Our staff is committed to make sure your smile will last as long as time. Call 701-284-6131. Visit parkrriverdental.com or see us on Facebook. Beautiful smiles begin here.
American Legion Post 147 welcomes you to Park River. Meet you at the Legion. There's daily meat specials at the American Legion Post 147 throughout the tournament. You'll enjoy the live tournament coverage, great food, air conditioning, cold drinks at American Legion Post 147 Park River. Meet you at the Legion. Good luck, teams, from the American Legion Post 147, and welcome to the Park River American Legion Post.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology. It's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering. Because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check off your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
Welcome back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the leadoff hitter for Washburn, Hunter Wolf. To Drayson Johnson, the pitcher for Renville County. That pitch gets away, and it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike to count to the leadoff hitter again, Hunter Wolf for Washburn. Again, they bat in the top of the first. 2-1 pitch here, and this one swung on and lifted out into right field, drifting underneath, making the catch, and snapping it up that time out in right field is Gavin Horn, F9 for out number 1. That's going to bring up Charlie Sanis for
Renville County. They're able to get the first out of the inning. Saw how important that was in game number 1. Get that first batter out of the inning. Set yourself up the rest of the inning.
Johnson with the first pitch in, strong pitch right down the middle that time. Strike 1, no balls, 1 strike to count to Charlie Sanis. Yeah, that first game was quite a few innings where the leadoff man would get aboard, whether it be a single or a base on balls. And getting the first out of the inning here is Renville County. 1 down here, top half of inning number 1. Johnson into the windup of the pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Sanis, Charlie Sanis, the first baseman batting second. Jack Redderath, the center fielder, is in the on-deck circle. Johnson's pitch fouled off here. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here to Charlie Sanis for Washburn, post number 12. Drayson Johnson, the starting pitcher here for the Muskrats. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout for Johnson, and that's out number 2, and that's going to bring up Jack Redderath, the center fielder, who was a starting pitcher yesterday against Park River. But starting at center field, and Alex Redderath is going to be the starting pitcher. Speaking of, he's in the on-deck circle. Johnson's pitch got the curveball and didn't quite catch the plate that time. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Jack Redderath. Johnson into the full windup of the pitch. This one swung on, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Jack Redderath here for post number 12. Johnson with the pitch, curveball. Redderath swung through. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. 2 down here in the inning, top half of the opening inning here. Game number 2 here at North Star Co-op Field here in Park River, North Dakota. Johnson's pitch, the 1-2. Just misses the strike zone now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2-2 count now. Pitch number 14 set to be delivered here by Drayson Johnson. And swung on, it was dropped at the throw over, and that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Half inning in the books. Coming up to bat after this break is Renville County. The Renville County Muskrats coming to bat at yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back to North Star Co-op Field. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1. And the Renville County Muskrats set to bat. Let's set the defensive lineups here for Washburn. The outfield from left to right, Hudson Wolf is in left. In center is Jack Rederath, and right field is Colton Beecher. Your infield at third, Jonah Miller. At short, Hunter Wolf. At second is River Chelstrud. And at first, Charlie Sanis. Your battery today behind the plate is Ethan Rederath, and your starting pitcher is Alex Rederath. And the leadoff hitter here for Renville County is going to be Kellen Henry, due up here for the Muskrats. Here in the bottom of the first, it'll be Kellen Henry, Will Arts, and Hunter Tolstead. So Henry will lead it off here in the bottom half of inning number 1. The Muskrats in their white uniforms and the dark blue trim. Numbers. And again, it's Alex Rederath, your starting pitcher here for Washburn. And the initial delivery in. First pitch in, a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Again, Jack Rederath started yesterday. Alex Rederath starting today here. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, grounded down to short. Fielding it cleanly, and the throw over to first in time for out number 1. So 6-3 put out. If you're scoring at home, Hunter Wolf playing the ball cleanly and making the throw over to first. It's going to bring up Will Arts, the shortstop here for Renville County, coming up with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the first. Second elimination game here. North Dakota Class B Legion State Tournament in Park River. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Will Arts. Batting for the right-hand side and just inside and almost hit him, but he was able to back out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes to count now to Arts. Hunter Tolstead in on-deck circle. And another pitch outside the strike zone. 3 balls and no strikes. Again, hitters count now for Will Arts for Renville County. Rederath with a pitch. Comes across. 3 balls and a strike. Still a hitter's count for Will Arts. Rederath right back to work now out of the full windup and a pitch. That's ball 4. So our very first base runner via base on balls. It goes to Renville County. They get base runner on. That is going to bring up Hunter Tolstead. He'll bat from the right-hand side. And comes up with a runner on and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Facing Alex Rederath for the first time. Tolstead standing in. Rederath now pitching from the stretch. The pitch in. That one inside. Almost hit Tolstead that time. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 ball, no strikes to count here to the first baseman here for the Renville County Muskrats. Rederath again from the stretch, checks the runner at first, a pitch in, and up high in the strike zone that time. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Tolstead. Again, a runner on at first, and Will Arts, he got on board via base on balls, and that in the previous at-bat. Rederath now standing in, 2-0 pitch on the way, and outside it's 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to count to Hunter Tolstead. 3 balls, no strikes to count. Another hitter's count here for Tolstead as he takes all away. Strike 1, the call, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike to count now to Tolstead. Again, we're in the bottom half of inning number 1. No score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Throw over to first in time for the out. So Arts is picked off. Great pickoff move. So the out's going to be recorded 1-3. So another defensive play. You've seen a lot of them. Saw a lot of them in the first game. And one here and the bottom of the first here of the game number 2. So no one on base now, 2 down. Got a 3-run count. And that's, they caught the corner. And that's a full count. Coming to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance with your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and like that, it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We've played 1 here at North Star Co-op Field in Park River. Scoreless on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're back after this at yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day 1. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Real good Northeast North Dakota. Welcome to Park River. With businesses, recreation, parks, organizations, churches, education, and more, Park River, North Dakota welcomes you. Visit, make Park River your home. Come anytime, come often. There's something for everyone in Park River, North Dakota.
All right, welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here in Park River. Go to the top half of inning number 2. Both teams with 1-2-3 innings. And due up here for Washburn, Alex Rederath along with Ethan Rederath and Jonah Miller to face Drayson Johnson. First pitch in, just missed low in the strike zone. 1 ball, no strikes to count. It's pitch number 15 so far here for Johnson. 1-0 count here. And just caught the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Alex Rederath, the pitcher. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup here in the top of the second. Johnson's pitch. This one swung on, and it's going to go foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to Alex Rederath. In the on-deck circle, Ethan Rederath, Jonah Miller will bat after that. Swung on, fouled off again. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Alex Rederath here for post number 12. Drayson Johnson likes a sign, comes in with a pitch. Up high in the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here to Alex Rederath. Again, leadoff hitter here in the top of inning number 2. The pitch from Johnson swung on down the third base side. This time fair, backhanded, and the throw to first in time for out number 1. So nice backhanded stop there over at third for Renville County. Backhanded stop there. Kellen Henry made the backhanded stop and then threw it over to first to retire Rederath. And now it's going to bring up Ethan Rederath, the catcher here this afternoon, coming up with one down and nobody out, or 1 out, and nobody on. Johnson's pitch. Missed. 1 ball, no strike to count to Ethan Rederath. Again, in the on-deck circle is Jonah Miller for Washburn. Pitch in for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Ethan Rederath. Johnson swung on. This one hit right back up the middle. Base hit. Your first hit of the game, brought to you by First Care Health Center, Hometown Health Care, First Care Healthcare Center in Park River. Give them a call at 701-284-7500 to schedule an appointment today. That is your first hit of the ball game, and it comes off the bat of Ethan Rederath. That's going to bring up Jonah Miller to face Drayson Johnson. Swung on. This one hit right back up the middle, kind of a slow roller, and the throw, and that's going to be out. It's going to be the putout's going to be recorded 6-3. As Rederath will advance to second on the ground out. So runner on at second, 2 down in the inning. That's going to bring up Colton Beecher. Courtesy runner in now. Tanner Fiedler in for the Cardinals. Colton Beecher now coming up with a runner on at second. 2 down here in the top of the second. And we've had our first base hit here. Beecher stands in here against Drayson Johnson. Pitch right down the middle, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count to Beecher. Again, on at second is Ethan Rederath. He reached the board on that aforementioned single. Johnson's pitch up high that time in the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to Colton Beecher. Johnson pitching from the stretch. And he comes in there with the 1-1. Cut, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Getting 2 down here in the inning. We're in the top half of inning number 2 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Johnson's pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the end of the inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left. And we played an inning and a half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Still no score between Renville County and Washburn at yourliveevent.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
All right, back at North Star Co-op Field here in Park River, North Dakota. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Still no score between Renville County and Washburn. Alex Rederath has second inning of work facing Drayson Johnson. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup here in the second inning here, bottom half of inning number 2. Rederath hits this one right back up the middle, drifting over from short, bobbling it. That's going to be the first error of the contest. And Johnson gets aboard by an error, an E6. So an E6 on Washburn, and that is going to bring up Aiden Durr. as he'll come up with a runner on and nobody out here in the bottom half of inning number 2 here in a scoreless game. Again, an elimination game. Again, the loser's season's done. The winner will advance and play again tomorrow. Rederath from the stretch now with a runner on base. Pitch in. This one hit right back and playing it perfectly. It was Jack Rederath and threw it on the fly and got back to first base with Rederath with the put out in center field. One down in the inning is Brody Nordmark, the number 6 hitter in the Muskrat batting order. Renville County Muskrats, post number 213. Alex Rederath now pitching from the stretch again with a runner on at first. Throws over to first. And sliding back in there safely is Drayson Johnson. And Nordmark and Eli Undlin is in the on-deck circle. Rederath's pitch. Swung on, fielded cleanly at short. The throw to second for 1. The throw to first in time for the out, a double play. So Washburn turns 2, and that is the end of the inning. No runs on no hits. We did have 1 error, 1 left on. We played 2. No score between Renville County and Washburn at yourliveevent.com.
Halsted Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halsted, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halsted Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halsted Telephone Company today.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
All right, welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here as we go to the top half of inning number 3. Another play defensively has kept this a scoreless game as we head into the top half of inning number 3. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up here for the Cardinals. Washburn post number 12 and facing Drayson Johnson back on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. And leading it off is going to be the designated hitter Hunter Hoffman. So Hoffman, Wolf, and Hudson Wolf and Hunter Wolf to bat here in the 3rd. Pitch from Johnson, squaring to bunt, and it gets past. 1 strike to count to Hunter Hoffman, again leadoff hitter here in the 3rd. Johnson out of the full windup, out of the pitch, the 0-1. That one fouled away. Now the count quickly. No balls and 2 strikes to count on pitch number 30 for Drayson Johnson here for the Muskrats. Johnson looking in. Now gets the sign out of the full windup of the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a strikeout for Johnson. That is his 3rd. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter in the batting order in Hudson Wolf, the left fielder. Hudson Wolf bats from the left-hand side. And he'll face Drayson Johnson here for the first time this afternoon. Another gorgeous day, weather-wise, a little bit windier than yesterday. Not by much, though, but a little bit more wind today than we had yesterday. But another gorgeous day for baseball. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Hudson Wolf. Hunter Wolf is in the on-deck circle. He's a leadoff hitter. Johnson with a pitch coming in. Missed it on the outside. 2 balls and a strike to count now to Hudson Wolf. Got a scoreless game here. Second elimination game. Second game in the elimination round now. That's one slow roller to second. They throw over and record the out 4-3. Is making the play on the slow roller to second. Aiden Durr able to whip it over here to Tolstead for out and for an out. And they record the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down. It's going to bring up the top of the order, and Hunter Wolf. He flew out to right field in his first at bat. So 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Johnson with a pitch in. That one in for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to count. Here to Hunter Wolf for post number 12. Pitch in. That one a little bit inside the strike zone that time. A little bit off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Hunter Wolf. Grayson Johnson with the full wind, but of the pitch. This one grounded down the third base side foul. And a 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Again, 2 down here in the inning. We are in the top half of inning number 3. No score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Here between Renville County and Washburn in the elimination round. Second elimination game of the day. Earlier. Yeah, swung on, and that is strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout. So a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on. We played 2.5. We're back with the bottom half of inning 3 at yourliveevent.com.
American Legion Post 147 welcomes you to Park River. Meet you at the Legion. There's daily meat specials at the American Legion Post 147 throughout the tournament. You'll enjoy the live tournament coverage, great food, air conditioning, cold drinks at American Legion Post 147 Park River. Meet you at the Legion. Good luck, teams, from the American Legion Post 147, and welcome to the Park River American Legion Post.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic. You don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back to North Star Co-op Field, going to the bottom half of inning number 3. And the bottom third of the order to face Alex Rederath is going to be Eli Unlin along with Gavin Horn and Chris Papard to face Rederath. It'll be Unlin to lead it off here now for the Muskrats. Rederath into the full windup and a first pitch in, and it caught the corner here for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to count to Eli Unlin. Again, leading it off here. Pitch from Rederath. This one swung on. That's going to be a base hit. First hit. First hit for Renville County. First hit of the game brought to you by First Care Health Center in Park River. From clinic to hospital care, specialty services like gastroenterology and infusions. They got you covered. Again, call 701-784-7500 to schedule your appointment today. First Care Health Center, here for you all day, every day, all year. And it's Gavin Horn. Gavin Horn coming up now with a runner on and nobody out here in the bottom half of the third, batting here for Renville County. Alex Rederath pitching from the stretch with a runner on here. Pitch a little bit outside of the strike zone that time. 1 ball, no strikes to count here to Gavin Horn for the Muskrats. Rederath's pitch and the throw down to first and back in time, getting back in time, just in time, Eli Unlin. And to let off the inning with a single. And Gavin Horn is at the plate. Chris Papard in the on-deck circle. Then we'll go back to the top of the order. And Kellen Henry. It's Alex Rederath with the pitch. A little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Gavin Horn. A ball and a strike to count to Gavin Horn. 2 balls and a strike, rather. Make that. As Rederath comes in with a 2-1 pitch outside, 3 balls and a strike to Gavin Horn. And Eli Undlin on at first base. Again, the leadoff single. Rederath. Now the throw over to first. Back in time is Undlin. Back in time. And a 3-1 count as Rederath's pitch squaring to bunt now. Goes off to Rederath's left. Now they throw over to his right, rather. And a throw over. And a 1-3 put out. Chris Papard, the number 9 hitter in the batting order for post number 213. Hitting here with a runner on now at second. Runner at second base. And that's Eli Undlin, who led off the inning with a single. Papard up to face Rederath now. Pitch inside of the strike zone. That time, 1 ball, no strikes to count to Papard, who's playing left field here for the Muskrats this afternoon in the elimination round. Rederath's pitch. Check swing, foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Again, 1 down here in the inning. Again, bottom half of inning number 3. 0-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Rederath now from the stretch, check at second, the pitch in. That one swung on, and that gets through for a base hit. And being held up at third is Undlin, but the second hit of the inning, Papard with the single. So runners now at the corners, and we bring up the top of the order, and Kellen Henry. So 2 on and 1 out. Again, we're in the bottom half of inning number 3. Renville County's got something cooking here with runners on at the corners. And again, it'll be the top of the order, and Kellen Henry grounded to short back in the first inning. Squares to bunt. Rederath sets. Now the throw over to first. And just back in time is Papard. Again, 1 out here in the inning. And top of the order up for post 213. Henry squaring to bunt. Pulls back. Now the pitch gets away. And the runner from third dives in. He's safe. Dropped the ball. The pitcher dropped the ball. And Undlin comes in on the wild pitch. And it's 1-0 Renville County. So a wild pitch as Papard will go down to second here. And again, Kellen Henry still up here. 1 ball, no strikes count, 1-0 count. And again, Papard on at second now, 1-0. This one got away, and the catcher was able to keep it in front of him just enough, so the runner could not advance. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes now. 2 balls and no strikes account here to Kellen Henry. Again, a 1-0 Renville County lead. Swung on, fouled off. That's going to make it a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Kellen Henry. In the on-deck circle is Will Arts. Rederath checking the runner. Bad first. Now in with the pitch. This one swung on and hit sharply. That's going to drop for a base hit, an extra base hit. A run's going to score. Henry digging for third, and he'll be in with a stand-up triple. Well, he slid in, but a triple for Kellen Henry, and it's 2-0 Renville County here over Washburn. A triple for the leadoff batter in the batting order, here for Renville County, and an RBI triple. It's going to bring up Will Arts, and again a 2-0 Renville County lead. And Arts will bat here again, just 1 down here in the inning. Rederath with the pitch. Sneaking up at first and third, the first baseman almost into the batter's box area. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Will Arts. Grounded back to the pitcher, back of the first inning. Coming up with a runner on at third and 1 out. Curveball inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. 2 balls and a strike to count here to Will Arts. This one swung on, popped up high in the air. Rederath drifting over from center, and he will make the catch, tagging from third. The throw in is in time for the out. Rederath with a bullet from center field. So an F8 on the out. 2 runs come across, and we've played 3. Renville County leads over Washburn 2-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All right, welcome back. 2 runs by the Muskrats at the bottom of the third. They take a 2-0 lead as we head into the top half of inning number 4. And post number 12 will send hitters 2, 3, and 4 to face Drayson Johnson. So a 2-0 lead. Here as we go to the top half of the 4th. Drayson Johnson out for his 4th inning of work. And he'll face Charlie Sanis. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, the double play to end the inning in the bottom of the inning and keeping a 2-0 game. Johnson's pitch outside that time. Ball and the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Charlie Sanis. It'll be Sanis, Jack Rederath, and Alex Rederath. The pitch, Johnson swung on, fouled off. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes a count. 1-2 the count now to Sanis. Johnson's pitch, swung on, hit right back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. So Sanis leads off the 4th with the single that gets through the infield. It's the 2nd hit of the contest. That is going to bring up Jack Rederath. Made the play defensively in the field in the bottom half of the inning. Let's see if that translates into success at the plate with a runner on. Drayson Johnson pitching from the stretch here with a runner on here. Rederath squares to bunt. Fielded by Johnson. The throw over to first high, and it's going to get past. That is going to allow Rederath to go down to second on an error. So Rederath, so we've got runners on at 2nd and 3rd, and here come the Cardinals. That is going to be an E1, and that is how Sanis is going to go and advance all the way to 3rd. That's going to bring up Alex Rederath. He grounded out to 3rd back in the 2nd inning. Pitch in for a strike. 2-0. Renville County, Washburn, runners at 2nd and 3rd here. Johnson's pitch, this one lifted up high and foul. And that will make the count no balls and 2 strikes account. No balls and 2 strikes account to Alex Rederath, who's at the plate. Jack Rederath on at second. Charlie Sanis on at third here for the Cardinals. And a time called as a conversation between the battery for Renville County that Brody Nordmark and Drayson Johnson. Nordmark the catcher, Johnson the pitcher. And they return back to their respective positions on the diamond. 0-2 pitch on the way here from Johnson here to Alex Rederath. Johnson winds and fires. That one inside, and it hit him. So a hit batsman loads up the bases for Ethan Rederath. He singled in his last at bat, and he comes up with the bases loaded, nobody out. Now we get a visit from Coach Savikold, and he'll talk with his pitcher here, a little conversation on the mound, as it's 2-0 Renville County, but Washburn has loaded up the bases on the first 3 batters of the inning. Charlie Sanis singled and advanced to third when Jack Rederath reached on an error by Johnson, the pitcher, and the next batter, Alex Rederath, reached, he was hit by a pitch. So bases loaded again for Ethan Rederath, and again in his in his first at bat, singled here, and he comes up with the bases juiced and a chance to eat into this 2-0 deficit. Johnson's pitch, check swing foul. No balls, 1 strike to count to Ethan Rederath. Again, Jonah Miller in the on-deck circle. Again, no balls and 1 strike to count here to Ethan Rederath. Again, runner bases full here. Again, a battery between Renville County and for Renville County, Nordmark and Johnson exchanging word strategy, perhaps, between pitches. No balls, 1 strike to count now to Ethan Rederath. Johnson out of the full, the windup out of the stretch now, and the pitch in for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to count. I'm going to try and at least get it out here. They have yet to retire a batter, and trying to work towards that here. We'll see if we're going to get a play at the plate here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So a strikeout, big-time strikeout by Drayson Johnson. That is his 6th strikeout, and that is going to bring up Jonah Miller. Again, the base is still full of Cardinals for Washburn. Johnson looks in, pitch in, and Miller, first pitch swinging, pops it up high in the air, and no one's called it, and now the ball's going to be dropped. Infield fly rule called. No one can advance. So it's going to be ruled an F1 for out number 2. So the bases remain full, but 2 quick outs now. And that is going to bring up Colton Beecher, struck out back in the 2nd inning. Coming up again with the bases full. 2 down here in the top half of inning number 4. 2-0 Renville County on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Drayson Johnson with a pitch. Just missed. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 ball, no strikes to count here to Colton Beecher. Johnson from the stretch again. Pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes to count. 2-0 the count now to Beecher. Again, the base is full for the Cardinals. Johnson looks in now from the, he went into the windup, and all of a sudden there was a time called. So Beecher will step back in here for the Cardinals. Johnson shaking off 1 sign, 2. Now he likes the 3rd one. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike now to Colton Beecher. And the Washburn fans hoping for a single that could potentially score a run, maybe even 2, depending upon. 2-1 pitch. 2-2 now. And the Renville County fans hoping that we can get one more strike and get out of the inning with no damage done. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2 out in the inning. 2-2 pitch here to Colton Beecher. Drayson Johnson into the windup. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And they get out of the inning after loading up the bases. 3 straight outs. No runs. And I think just the 1 hit. They leave 3.5 in the books. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is still Renville County 2 and Washburn nothing at yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Say goodbye to discomfort and say hello to reaching your full potential. At Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness, our diverse team of experts has your back in any phase of life. From the warm, friendly greeting to connecting with your therapist, Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness is the backbone of your health. High-quality care with a personal touch. Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness.
All right, welcome back to North Star Co-op Field. And a potential opportunity for Washburn to score runs. And weren't able to push them across. The first pitch swinging for Tolstead, and the out's going to be recorded 4-3. Washburn's going to look back, and they're going to had bases loaded, nobody out, and Drayson Johnson for Renville County able to pitch out of a jam. Rederath with a pitch in now to the next batter up. Drayson Johnson, as a matter of fact, coincidentally speaking here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Rederath right back to work here. Full windup, pitch in, fouled off. And the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to the pitcher. Drayson Johnson reached on an error, then was caught in a force out at second base. 2 balls and a strike now. The pitch. And that, it's going to be 3 balls and a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Swing and a miss. Full count. Brought to you by Chrismo and Nodak Insurance, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. 3-2 pitch on the way here from Rederath. This one swung on and hit well into left field. Going back and makes a catch. No, he dropped it. He dropped the ball, and Johnson winds up at second base. He hit that thing a ton, but he hit it into a wind that's blowing in from left field, I believe. It is blowing in from left field, looking at the trees anyway. Might have held the ball up just enough, but dropped the ball. The left fielder dropping the ball, the left fielder there, Hudson Wolf, for Washburn. And that allowed Drayson Johnson to advance over to second. So now a courtesy runner out for Renville County. Courtesy runner out for the Muskrats is stepping into the batter's box here. Is Eden Durr. And the throw down to third is in time as they tried to steal, and it's going to be a 2-5 put out. So 2 down in the inning, so that base runner gone now. Aiden Durr up now with the bases empty now and 1 out. And a windup at a pitch there. Rutterath had one fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here. Rutterath out of the full windup at a pitch. This one swung on and lifted up to right field, and the catch is going to be made for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no one left on, and we have played 3.5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It still reads 2-0 Renville County over Washburn at yourliveevent.com.
Park River is a friendly community surrounded by some of the best agricultural land in the world. Lush fields of potatoes, sugar beets, small grains, edible beans, sunflowers, canola, corn, and soybeans are visible for many miles. Park River is proud of its agricultural-based heritage and the many businesses supporting the industry. Health and technology-based businesses are also prominent in Park River. cityofparkriver.com. Welcome to Park River, North Dakota.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here. John Michael with you at the call on a second game in the elimination round here, the North Dakota Class B State Legion Baseball Tournament here in Park River, North Dakota, as we go to top half of inning number 5. It will be hitters 8, 9, and 1. At 8, 9, and 1 hitters to face Drayson Johnson, who got out of a jam last inning. The Cardinals loaded up the bases. Then Johnson struck out Ethan Rutterath and got a pop-up and struck out Colton Beecher to end the inning in the potential rally by the Cardinals. They come up here in the top half of inning 5. Johnson out of the full windup at a pitch. That one swung on, fouled off. Count quickly, no balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to count. To Hunter Hoffman, the leadoff hitter for the Cardinals. Pitch missed in the strike zone now. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Hoffman. The pitch here, Johnson swinging a miss by Hoffman, and a 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here to Hunter Hoffman, leadoff hitter here in the top half of inning number 5. Drayson Johnson. That one swung on, fouled off. That's pitch number 60 for Drayson Johnson for Renville County. Again, the next game up will be Thompson going up against Lytton Ashley Wishick, the LAW Rattlers, who were able to advance yesterday. And a called strike 3.
Left fielder, Hudson Wolf.
8 strikeouts for Drayson Johnson here this afternoon. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter in the batting order. That's going to be Hudson Wolf. Grounded out to second in his only at bat. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Pitch in there for a strike, and quickly ahead to end the count. No balls and 1 strike to count here to Hudson Wolf. Hunter Wolf in the on-deck circle. Next pitch in, that one misses for a ball. 1-1 the count now on pitch number 63 by Drayson Johnson. Johnson, the 1-1, just missed. Missed out of the strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike to count here to Hudson Wolf, the left fielder for the Cardinals. Pitch outside again. 3 balls and a strike. Now a hitter's count here for Wolf. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to the number 9 hitter in the Cardinal batting order. That one swung on, fouled off now. That's going to be a full count. Count goes full count. Brought to you by the Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Company. Your agent with the answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Full count pitch here. Coming up to Hudson Wolf. Drayson Johnson stands in, full windup, and a pitch in. This one swung on, grounder over to the second, and they throw over to first in time for out number 2. So second straight ground out to second base for Hudson Wolf. 2 down here in the inning. That is going to bring up the top of the order. And Hunter Wolf, again, they struck out in the third, flew out to right field in the first inning. So 0 for 2 on the afternoon, facing Drayson Johnson here for the third time. Pitch up high, and that's going to be 1 ball and no strikes to count. 1 ball, no strikes to count here to the leadoff hitter here for the Cardinals. Again, 2-0 Renville County on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Drayson Johnson now into the full windup at a pitch. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes to count here to Hunter Wolf. Again, Thompson and the LAW Rattlers in the second and the next game. That's going to be a winner's bracket game. This one hit foul. That's going to bring the count to 2 balls and a strike to Hunter Wolf. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Hunter Wolf. Again, the winner's bracket will commence with a conclusion after the conclusion of this one. Okay, the winner of this one survives and advances. The loser's season's done. Drayson Johnson into the full windup of the pitch. Swung on this one down to third, fielded cleanly, throw to first in time for out number 3. It's another 1-2-3 inning, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We have played 4.5. Your score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 2-0 Renville County over Washburn at yourliveevent.com.
Friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
The City of Park River and Park River American Legion Post 147 welcome you to Park River for the state tournament. Enjoy the games. Enjoy the fellowship and friendship. Enjoy the community. Visit the parks and area businesses. The Park River businesses and community welcomes you to Park River. Let's have some fun and play ball in Park River.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here in Park River in the Park River Dental broadcast booth as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 to face Alex Rederath. That's Brody Nordmark leading it off. Nordmark grounded to second in the force out, I think, and 0 for 1 here on the afternoon. Pitch caught the inside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Brody Nordmark. That one missed the plate that time. 3 balls and 1 strike to count down to Nordmark. A hitter's count here for the leadoff hitter here for the Muskrats here in the 5th. Now fouls that one off. A full count. Full count. Another full count. It's Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Full count pitch here from Rederath. Swung on. That's a base hit. A base hit for Brody Nordmark. So the leadoff batter aboard. And that is going to be the 3rd hit. Or check that 4th hit for Renville County. That's going to bring up Eli Unlin. Singled and scored in the two-run third. Those the lone runs of the ball game. It's a 2-0 lead here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Rederath with the pitch. Just missed in the strike zone. 1 ball, no strikes to count. So Brody Nordmark aboard with the leadoff single. Rederath with a pitch. Swung on and fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Eli Undlin. And in the on-deck circle, Gavin Horn here for the Muskrats. 1-1 pitch here from Rederath. Throws over to first and not in time. Is getting back safely there is Nordmark. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count here to Eli Undlin. Rederath from the stretch. The pitch in. Missed in the strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Undlin. Second hitter of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th here for Renville County. Rederath's pitch. That one gets across for a strike now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Undlin. Again, Gavin Horn is in the on-deck circle. The pitch from Rederath. That one low and out of the strike zone. That makes it a full count pitch. Full count. Brought to you by the Chris Bowen Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. 3-2 pitch here from Rederath. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the throw to second base and getting over there is Nordmark. So getting into scoring position here. 1 out in the inning. And getting over to second is Brody Nordmark. And that is going to bring up Gavin Horn. Horn with a runner on at second. 1 down here in the bottom half of the 5th. And his team leading 2-0. 2-0 lead for Renville County. And the pitch kind of got away from the catcher there. A pitch out of the strike zone. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Eli Undlin. Nordmark on at second now as Rederath looks over there. Now comes in with a pitch and in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Gavin Horn for the Muskrats. A little bit of a lead for Nordmark there. Rederath with a pitch. This one swung on, fouled back at the screen. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here to Gavin Horn. 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch coming here from Rederath. Now stepping out of the box there, just as Rederath was going to throw it in as Gavin Horn steps out. Rederath's pitch up high in the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. 2-2 is the count now. Is swing and a miss. And a strikeout, second straight strikeout here for Rederath. 2 in a row here. He has 3 for the game, make that. He has 3 strikeouts for the game. That's going to bring up the bottom of the order in Chris Papard. Coming up with a runner on at second now with 2 down here for the Muskrats. Alex Rederath with a pitch from the stretch. Pitch up high and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count here to Chris Papard. Papard singled and scored in that 2-run third inning for the Muskrats. Coming up here with a runner on at second and 2 down. Pitch in the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to the number 9 hitter in the Muskrat batting order. Should he get aboard top of the order, and Kellen Henry in the on-deck circle. Rederath now from the stretch. Now throws back to second. And the ball gets away, but not far enough for Nordmark to advance. So he'll stay over there at second base. Count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Chris Papard here for Renville County. The pitch from Rutterath. Right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now. 1-2 the count. 2 down here in the inning. Step it back into the box there is Papard for the Muskrats. Rutterath looking in now, checking the runner at second. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Alex Rutterath. And the Renville County goes down as there was no runs on 1 hit, nor is 1 left on. We now have played 5 complete. It is still 2-0 Renville County over Washburn on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard at yourliveevent.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here in Park River, North Dakota. We go to the top half of inning number 6. And again, it is Renville County with the lead 2-0. If this score holds the potential to be the lowest scoring game in the tournament thus far, I think aside from that, I think the game between Lemoore and Renville County yesterday, probably the lowest scoring game aside from that. Drayson Johnson out for another inning of work, his 6th inning of work, his first pitch outside. Ball 1, and the leadoff hitter, Charlie Sanis, reached on a single and was left stranded in the inning that Washburn loaded the bases and failed to score. Strike called on pitch number 73 for Drayson Johnson. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now here to Charlie Sanis. Johnson winds and fires, and in for another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to the leadoff hitter here for the Cardinals in the top half of the 6th. Again, 2-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in favor of the Muskrats. Pitch up high in the strike zone now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes count. Pitch number 75 that time for Drayson Johnson. Into the full windup and a pitch. Swung on. That is going to be a base hit. A base hit for Charlie Sanis, his 2nd hit in a row. So he's 2 for 3 on the afternoon. And that is going to bring up Jack Rutterath. Reached on an error by the pitcher in the last inning. He was stranded on at second as part of the inning where Washburn loaded up the bases and failed to score. Coming up with a runner on, nobody out here in the 6th. Again, it's still a 2-0 Renville County lead here over Washburn. Post number 12. Johnson now will pitch from the stretch. Pitch number 77 on the way. And it's in for a strike. Strike called on pitch number 77. It's a pitch from Johnson there. 78, now pitch number 78 on the way here for the Muskrat hurler. And it's in. And another strike. No balls, 2 strikes to count here to Rutterath, Jack Rutterath. Alex Rutterath is in the on-deck circle. 0-2 count here to Jack Rutterath and Drayson Johnson. From the stretch with the runner on at first. The 0-2 pitch. That's one fouled off, so the Rutterath fighting that pitch off and staying in the at-bat. No balls and 2 strikes to count. No balls, 2 strikes to count here to Rederath. Johnson again looking over at the runner at first, and Charlie Sanis now pitching from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Now the runner goes, and the throw down to second's not going to be in time, and Sanis is in with a stolen base. So Sanis in with a stolen base. And it's going to be, count is still 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Another confab with Nordmark and Johnson maybe conferring about how they want to play this with the runner on at second base now and first base open. And at the plate here, Jack Rederath, count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Again, reached on an error in the 4th inning, struck out back in the first inning. Pitch number 81 from Drayson Johnson on the way. And it is, and it's fouled off, and the count's going to remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes count to Jack Rederath, and again on at second, Charlie Sanis. Johnson again from the stretch with a runner on at second. The pitch in, the 1-2. Swung on, and it's the throw over to first is going to be there, and Sanis will advance over to third. So drop strike and throw over to first, 2-3 for the putout. And that is going to bring up Alex Rederath, who was hit by a pitch in that 4th inning and was left stranded. Now coming up with a runner on at third and 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Swung on, base hit. Base hit's going to score Sanis, and the lead is cut in half. It is Renville County 2 and Washburn 1. An RBI single for Alex Rederath. Ethan Rederath up now. We have the runner on at first. Again, just 1 down here in the inning, and teams starting to arrive here for game number 3. Again, that's going to be a winner's bracket game. Now, Johnson steps off here. Again, 1 down in the inning. Johnson set to deliver pitch number 84 here in the ball game, and he's giving up his first run here as it's a 2-1 ball game. Johnson's pitch swung on, hit right back up the middle, and it's going to be stepping on second for the out, but the relay over to first not in time. So got the force. It's going to be Jonah Miller now that'll step in. So fielder's choice there. Is not enough time not enough time to make the play over to first to get the second runner. So runner 1 still on, runner on, and Miller up for the Cardinals. Pitch up high in the strike zone, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 ball and no strikes to count to Miller. Again, you score into Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 2-1 now. Renville County leads by 1. Miller swings, and this popped up high in the air. Could be trouble, and it's going to drift off into foul territory. Caught over there in foul territory, and that's going to be the second out of the game. No, that's the third out. Make that. That's an F3. So 1 run does come across. They leave 1 stranded, and they get that 1 run on 2 hits. Your score after 5.5, it's Renville County 2, Washburn 1 at yourliveevent.com.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
At Park River Dental, with offices in Park River and Langdon, doctors Nick Beneda and Brian Larson are excited to give you the smile you deserve. Our staff is committed to make sure your smile will last as long as time. Call 701-284-6131. Visit parkriverddental.com or see us on Facebook. Beautiful smiles begin here.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field. We head to the bottom half of inning number 6, the home half of inning number 6. And your brand new score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard is Washburn finally getting a run across in the top of the inning. It's now Renville County 2 and Washburn 1. And the top of the order is set to hit here in the 6th inning. Kellen Henry, Will Arts, and Hunter Tolstead to face Rederath. The pitch, first pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes count. Pitch number 67 for Rederath. Second pitch in. This one swung on, and that's going to go into foul territory and out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Kellen Henry. He tripled in the 3rd. An RBI triple back in the 3rd for Kellen Henry. Rederath out of the full windup and a pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count here to Kellen Henry, leadoff hitter for the Muskrats, leading it off here in the 6th. Pitch outside now. It's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike, and pitch number 70 for Rederath. The pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, another full count. Brought to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Company. Your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. 3-2 pitch, and that's just a bit outside, ball 4. So that will get the leadoff runner aboard here for the Muskrats. And that will bring up Will Arts. He walked in the first inning and flew out to center in the 3rd. Pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count here to Will Arts for post number 213. Rederath, this one swung on, another one lifted up into the air. And it's Rederath, Jack Rederath, with the second putout of Will Arts, second one in a row, as a matter of fact. 1 down, that's going to bring up Hunter Tolstead. Grounded to second, back in the 4th inning. Struck out back in the 1st inning. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Again, Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reading 2-1 in favor of Renville County over Washburn. Rederath with a pitch. This one swung on. This one has a chance, but drifting over from left and making the catch. And they're going to throw back to first. And getting back to first there is Kellen Henry. So an F7 for out number 2. Drayson Johnson, the pitcher, he singled in his last at bat and reached on an error in the 2nd inning. So a runner on here, 2 down here in the inning. We're in the bottom half of inning number 6, 2-1 Renville County here over Washburn here in the elimination round. Swung on and fouled off here. First pitch swing and swung on, fouled away. No balls, 1 strike to count to Johnson. The pitch from Rederath, that one swung on, fouled away on the 3rd base side, trying to make the barehanded stab there. It was Stavicle, Coach Stavicle over there. 0-2 pitch from Rederath on the way. It'll be pitch number 77, or pitch 78. And 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now here to Drayson Johnson. Rederath looking in now, pitching from the stretch with a runner on. And missed with that one now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Renville County leading 2-1, so 4 2s there for you. Rederath sets and throws to first. And getting back in time there is Kellen Henry. 2-2 pitch here from Rederath. 3-2, another full count pitch brought to you by the Chrismo and Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. 3-2 pitch from Rederath to Drayson Johnson. That's ball 4. So Johnson works a walk out of Rederath, and going down to second is going to be Kellen Henry. And that will bring up Aiden Durr with 2 runners on and 2 out. Again, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Again, 2-1 Renville County leading Washburn on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. First pitch in, ball 1, Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 2-1 Renville County with the lead here over Washburn. Elimination round game at the Class B Legion State Tournament. That one swung on, and underneath there is Jack Rederath in center field to make the catch for out number 3. So no runs and no hits in the game, but they leave 2, and we have played 6 in Park River. We go to the top of the 7th. Score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Renville County 2, Washburn 1 at yourliveevent.com.
American Legion Post 147 welcomes you to Park River. Meet you at the Legion. There's daily meat specials at the American Legion Post 147 throughout the tournament. You'll enjoy the live tournament coverage, great food, air conditioning, cold drinks at American Legion Post 147 Park River. Meet you at the Legion. Good luck, teams, from the American Legion Post 147, and welcome to the Park River American Legion Post.
Welcome back to North Star Co-op Field here at the 2025 North Dakota Class B Legion State Baseball Tournament. Reminder again to meet up at the Legion, the Park River American Legion, this evening. And the special tonight, smoked brisket with sides. Man, oh man, who's going to turn down smoked brisket at the Park River Legion? Make sure you stop on down. They have specials all weekend long here at the Legion State Tournament. So smoked brisket over at the Park River Legion. Sounds like good stuff there. Drayson Johnson out for his to start out his 7th inning of work, and he will face the bottom third of the batting order for Washburn. Colton Beecher, Hunter Hoffman, and Hudson Wolf to face Johnson here is going to deliver in, and the bunt is going to go foul and out of play. It's going to hit the roof here. Right on top of us here at the broadcast location, Park River Dental broadcast booth here at the state tournament. No balls, 1 strike to count. Johnson with the pitch out of the full windup. That one outside. And that pitch number 88 for Johnson. And the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike to Colton Beecher. Pitch from Johnson. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now. 1-2 the count to Beecher. Again, top half of inning number 7. So Washburn needs at least 1 run here. 2-2 now. Washburn needs 1 run here as we're in the top half of the 7th. Renville County leads 2-1. Johnson's pitch up high. 3-2, another full count pitch brought to you by the Chrismo and Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. 3-2 pitch here from Johnson. Check swing, did he go? And it was dropped. They're going to throw it to first, and that is going to be out number 1. 10 strikeouts for Johnson, and that's going to bring up Hunter Hoffman, number 8 hitter in the Cardinal batting order. Again, we're in the top half of the 7th. 2-1, Renville County with the lead. Should that lead hold up, they would advance into another elimination round game tomorrow. Washburn, as Hoffman steps out, and now he's going to go over and chat with the coach. over on the third base side. Now the coach actually going over to talk with the umpire. I think they may be discussing that last play. So stepping back in now is going to be Hoffman. Some discussion on the last play where there was a drop third strike, and they were wondering if they check swing, which it looked like. They wondered if it went around all the way, but the home plate umpire ruled that it was. Now that one's going to be trouble, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Hunter Hoffman gets aboard, and Washburn gets the tying run aboard. Now the go-ahead run comes up in the form of Hudson Wolf. Again, the tying run here in the top of the 7th on board. And now that's going to bring up Hudson Wolf, the number 9 hitter in the order, and then we'll go to the top of the order and Hunter Wolf for post number 12. The bunt set down and misplayed, and he's going to be safe. Oh, Drayson Johnson just had trouble picking the ball up off the ground, and it's runners on at first and second. And now the top of the order up.
Tough play there, kind of almost like in football, right, where they say the catcher looks before he catches to try to make the move. Looked like maybe he was already turning, trying to throw it to first, just lost the handle of it. And now it's first and second with one away here for Washburn.
Exactly, a routine play. I mean, I bet you he's probably practiced that 1,000 times, and 999 times he's probably made that throw over to first and gotten the put out.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, hey, if you're a Washburn, good job of keeping it closer. We've seen this in a couple other games, this one. Just kind of keep it close. Give your offense a chance here in the later stages of the game. Like you mentioned, top of the order here for Washburn with 2 on here, 1 out in the top of the 7th.
Well, and they want to erase the memory of that 4th inning when they had bases loaded and came up empty, but now they've got 2 on here in the top of the 7th. And again, the tying run on at second, the go-ahead run on at first, and the top of the order coming up to the plate, that in the form of Hunter Wolf, 0 for 3 in the afternoon. In his last at-bat, grounded to third. Again, Hunter Hoffman on at second, taking a decent lead off. Drayson Johnson with the pitch, up high in the strike zone. Ball 1 ball, no strikes to count. That is pitch number 95 for Drayson Johnson. Pitching from the stretch here. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Hunter Wolf. Chuck Sanis and the on-deck circle. He's had a great day at the plate here this afternoon. Johnson now sets, and a 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count now to Hunter Wolf for the Cardinals. Johnson sets once again. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes 2-2 now to the leadoff hitter. And Chuck Sandus coming up here. He's singled in his last 2 at-bats, and there's 2 runners on here. Just 1 down here in the inning. 2-2 pitch on the way here from Drayson Johnson. Pitch number 99. Just missed. Another full count pitch brought to you by the Chris Moen Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. 3-2 pitch on the way here from Drayson Johnson to Wolf. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Big pitch there. Got him to chase maybe a little bit high, and now 2 away. Renville County 1 out away from picking up the victory and advancing, keeping their season alive.
Tell you what, the guy with the hot hand at the plate as far as hitting goes so lately here for Washburn is Chuck Sanis. He's had 2 singles in his last 2 at-bats, coming up with 2 runners on. Again, 2 down here in the inning. Last out, Renville County trying to get that last out in advance. Swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count. That's pitch number 101 for Drayson Johnson. Again, up next, it'll be LAW going up against Thompson in a winner's bracket game here at the state tournament. Pitch outside that time. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 ball and a 1 strike to count here to Chuck Sanis. Again, 2 for 3 on the afternoon, coming up with a couple of runners on, and his team trailing by 1. That one swung on, and it's caught at first, and Renville County is going to advance on the F3. So, again, Washburn gets base runners on, fails to push them across, no runs, and there was 1 hit, and they did leave 2. So your final here in the elimination round, it's a Renville County with the win over Washburn, 2-1. That's your final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Back with our postgame wrap-up after this at yourliveevent.com.
At Polar Communications, we're more than just a local business. We're part of the community we serve. We deliver essential communication services, create jobs, provide scholarships and grants, and support initiatives that make our home a better place to live. Our success isn't just about amazing technology. It's about incredible people. Our roots are here in the heartland, and our commitment is unwavering because we believe that a better experience starts with the community we love.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication. You can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download the app and make refilling your prescription requests more convenient. With school just around the corner, let Lemoore Drugstore help you check out your supply list. And don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com. Good luck to all teams and go Lemoore Babe Ruth.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Alrighty, welcome back to North Star Co-op Field, where the Renville County Muskrats have won and will advance in this year's Class B State Legion Baseball Tournament with a 2-1 win over the Washburn Cardinals. Again, Renville County with a win by a score of 2-1. And time now to get some awards in. First off, your player of the game, we got to give it to Renville County pitcher Drayson Johnson, as he went the distance, struck out 11 batters, and he is going to be your player of the game. Your player of the game brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services. Focused on ag, focused on you. Find an agent at agcountry.com. Now, your connection of the game, we are also going to give that to a Renville County player. We're going to give that the connection of the game. We're going to give that to Kellen Henry. He hit an RBI triple in the third inning, and that plated a couple of runs. And those were the runs. Those are the runs that Renville County needed to advance. As Kellen Henry gets the connection of the game. Connection of the game brought to you by Halstead Telephone. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect, and you can visit them on the web at halsteadtel.com. Your play of the game, and that defensive play, and there's a couple of them here. We're going to go with a defensive play by Washburn center fielder Jack Rederath. He made a put-out in center field and threw a strike to home plate, and was able to erase a runner to make a double play for Washburn. So Jack Rederath is going to get the play of the game. That's brought to you by Ag Country or Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And those are your post-game awards. And I can run down some stats here. We've got some extra time. I think they said the next game between Thompson and Linton Ashley Wishick is going to be about 40 minutes from now. So we can take a quick break and we can run down some individual statistics, or we can send it back at yourliveevent.com. As Brady's going to have the play-by-play of the first winners bracket game.
Yeah, I think we'll try to run this stream down, and then we'll play a couple of those interviews from earlier this morning, able to talk to the both the tournament manager as well as kind of the runner here for the Park River American Legion. So we'll, again, like they said, run a little bit ahead of schedule here, so going to give some time for fans making their way to Park River just to make sure that they get settled in. So 3 o'clock start, so that means about we'll take maybe another 10 minutes before we go live and get ready for this third game coming up here in just a little bit momentarily. So that'll be the plan here, John.
Ketchup. Cheeseburger, ketchup. Yeah. Drink.
Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper. Color. What color?
The blue zero. So that'll do it for us here in this first game. Thanks, John, again here for the call. I know you're excited for game number 4.
Absolutely.
Again, we'll end this stream, and then we'll come back with stream 3 for LAW and Thompson when we come back on yourliveevent.com.